Well, it has been hyped a lot, especially by the guy who owns the team, and he's got you know, bouncing around, and I guess I'll hype it now as well. It is the second annual All-Cavanaugh Team. Last year it was started. We have gotten a lot of talk about the Cavanaugh team. People have been waiting for this on Twitter. OH Champs, thanks for following along all weekend long. So, guys, I turn it over to you. It is time for the All-Cavanaugh Team.
Very prestigious.
The first player we got is a freshman, the very first freshman to make the team, Hunter Wilkel from Marion Local. 30 rushing yards, 57 receiving yards, and the key is 3 touchdowns.
Listen, it's not all about the football players on championship weekend, and it's not all about the football players on the All-Cavanaugh team. The second person selected is none other than the Marion Local trainer, Samantha Powell. We saw key running back J.C. Godemeyer go out with an injury. Freshman running back fills in. He goes out with an injury. Wide receiver Mark Tobey goes out with an injury, and Samantha Powell gets him back on the field. And for those efforts, she's on the All-Cavanaugh team.
That could be the highlight of the All-Cavanaugh team. How about Chase Crouch for Newark Catholic, 236 yards passing for 2 touchdowns. The big man, 6'4", he's got a rocket arm, and guys, I think he shows he is the real deal. He put himself on the map even though his team didn't win it, but he had a chance on the final play.
Yeah, and then you got possibly the MVP of this team, Bailey Wolf. 220 yards rushing, tied a Division IV state championship record with 5 touchdowns, and to show that we're not just one-sided, he's versatile, also interception on the defensive side.
Yeah, Bailey Wolf played big on both sides of the ball. And of course, in a losing effort, Jared Marhefka. There you see a little more of Bailey Wolf. Jared Marhefka, the receiver for St. Clairsville. They were doubling Don Monterosa quite a bit. Marhefka stepped up 272 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns. Great effort for Jared Marhefka. And really, the Red Devils undefeated coming into this game.
You loved that guy all along.
I really did.
You did. You were hyping him.
Yeah, him and Monterosa. You're going to expect to see Ryan Cavanaugh at some of your basketball games this year at St. Clairsville.
They were on the team before they even went out and performed.
True. There's 2 people that didn't need votes. And Trotwood Madison. Look, they lost, but they did shut out the Toledo Central Catholic offense in the second half, and a big reason was nose tackle Ryan Reese.
Reese came up big in that game, no question about it, in the second half. Not enough, though, as Central Catholic got the state championship, and they were led by none other than Amir Edwards. He was the real deal, the story in this game, as Edwards with 2 touchdowns, both in the second half for Toledo. You're still looking at Chris Green, though. You know what? That guy's so pumped up to be on the All-Cav. He's like, Cavanaugh, don't take my video off yet, man. Don't take it off.
You got Chris Green with 6 tackles, and Joey Marin from Bellevue, all 165 pounds, was all over the field defensively. You know who else was all over the field? The big man, Jake Stroyer, the kicker of the All-Cavanaugh team. Watch this. Boom.
Destroyer.
I mean, he's 3 for 3 from points that counted, and he kicked about 14 due to penalties. Jake Stroyer, sophomore. He's got a chance for 2 more of those in his career.
And here's a guy that Urban Meyer had his eye on today, Paris Campbell from St. Vincent St. Mary. Talk about speed. He hit a gear that nobody else had this whole weekend. 165 yards rushing, 20 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. And there you see that speed right there. And you need to have that speed to be on the All-Cavanaugh team.
He was unbelievable. Hello, Newman. Newman Williams, also on St. Vincent St. Mary. What a day. Look at the big man. This is the highlight of the weekend, I think, on that fake punt. Are you kidding me? Knocking people over, carrying them into the end zone. 2 touchdowns, 51 yards rushing. There's the one. They only gave him 4 carries all year long, but he had 2 touchdowns in this game, almost 2 interceptions. He had 1. He's on the All-Cavanaugh team.
And I'll tell you what, Kirtland came up short in their chance to repeat, but Matt Finkler came up with a huge touchdown on that pop pass on 4th down. Then he also has a huge tackle here coming up. You see him right there, tackling Austin Bruns on a 4th down play to give Kirtland the ball back and giving him a chance to win the game.
Coldwater took them 4 cracks, 4 bites at the apple, but they won their state championship. Big reason, Mitch Schoenher. Lone touchdown of the game. That gets you on the All-Cavanaugh team. Congratulations to Mitch Schoenher and the rest of Coldwater. And we're not done with Coldwater. Brody Hoying, super sophomore. Interception, that is his 6th of the season, added 6 tackles. Brody Hoying represents the defense of Coldwater on the All-Cavanaugh team.
And then the guy who I talked about all season long as an offensive stud, Austin Bruns at quarterback. 20 of 28 passing, 233 passing yards, 1 TD, and look at him running there. Again, you can't be a quarterback who runs out of bounds and be on the All-Cavanaugh team. You better lower that shoulder and deliver the hit, not take the hit. And that's what Austin Bruns did today to win his championship.
Toughness is certainly a category we address. Here's somebody tough and fast and quick, and he is Keith Watkins from March Bishop Mower. He won state championship, 144 total yards, 1 touchdown. He is on the All-Cavanaugh team.
And here's Joe Nathan Mays, defensive tackle for Toledo Whitmer right here. Look at the big guy getting deep in the backfield. There's a 2-3 yard loss right there. He had 4.5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. That's a big man right there, just ripping the ball out right there. He had possession. The ref called him down. Just making plays, baby.
If he wants to be the MVP, I'm not arguing with him.
Yeah, don't get in his way.
Okay, he said, I said I'm on the All-Cavanaugh team. I said it.
And then right here is the offensive line of Clinton Massey. They're all on the All-Cavanaugh team for one reason. 408 yards rushing on 60 carries, 6 rushing TDs, 6.8 yards a carry. That whole offensive line is on the All-Cavanaugh team.
And finally, 3 guys from the D1. We don't have to put highlights in there because you just saw them. The Halley brothers, Nick and Nate, and Spencer Icavone. He will be taking his talents and his acceptance of the All-Cavanaugh team award to Marshall next year to play baseball, along with a state championship for Mower.
It's amazing to get a state championship and be on the All-Cavanaugh team in the same day, the same weekend. That's unbelievable. The All-Cavanaugh team trending on Twitter right now. And our thanks to Derek Daddish and intern Kyler for putting that together. A lot of hard work and hours go into putting in the All-Cavanaugh team. So